Hey beautifuls, can you even believe that it is New Year's Day or New Year's Eve, depending on when you're watching this? I cannot believe how fast 2014 has come and left us, and now we're going into 2015, and I wanted to do this kind of glittery glam look for you guys. And if you have curly hair like me, you're probably like, oh my god, what do? I'm just rocking it out, but I do give you another option at the end of the video, whether to tie it back or just leave it all out depending on what you're feeling like. This look is super easy, and you can use pretty much any products that you want to achieve this look, but I will leave all the information down below so that you guys know, and also just tell you as I go. So I really hope you enjoy this video. Have a happy new year, and be safe, guys. Mwah. So of course, first things first, you're gonna get your hair out of the way, so I just go ahead and grab a hair tie and put it up. Next, I use a primer, which now I'm using the Laura Geller primer, and I just dab it into my skin. Next are the brows, of course, and I like to lay them down with this NYX waxing pencil. It just kind of puts everything down. And of course, I like to use the Motives Brow Essential Kit. It is my favorite. And if you need to kind of see the whole tutorial on how to do it, I do have a video that you can watch. And it pretty much just lays down all the steps, and it's pretty simple, actually. The only thing that I've added is this e.l.f. Cosmetics Gel that I kind of just put on my brows just so it stays in place and looks natural. And now it's foundation time. Please don't mind that one eye that is primed. I have no idea why I did that first. I used the L'Oreal True Match in W5 and the Becca Shimmering Perfecting Liquid or something like that in Opal. I just like to put this liquid in the high points of my face, like my cheeks and my eyebrow, and I just like the dewiness that it gives me. And of course, I basically dab the foundation all over my face and take this Real Technique buffing brush and I just dab it in. I don't really swipe because I don't want it to kind of look swipey, I don't know, but this really just gets it all in where it needs to be and set really nicely. Want to make sure that it is evened out, the whole foundation, and it might look lighter than my neck area, and this is only because I rather go lighter than darker, just because I'm going to be adding bronzer and blush and all that good stuff. Of course, next are the eyes, and I've already done one so that you guys can see what the final product is. And what I like to do is use this NYX jumbo pencil in the color Milk, just because it allows the rest of the colors to really pop. And I just put it on my eyelid and make sure I buff it out and blend it in so that it doesn't look weird like when I'm trying to put the crease color. And this color right here is called Native. It's actually one of my favorite crease colors, and I just go ahead in circular motions gently put that into my crease area. And it's better to start off with a little bit so that you can add to it, as opposed to putting a whole lot and then you can't really take away from it. So I'm just adding a little bit more of that native color and buffing that into the crease. Next, I'm using this color Antique Pink. It's my favorite brow bone highlighter, and that's what I just basically put all the time in my brow bone. Next, I take this Motives Cosmetics eyeshadow in Sex and the City, and I actually like to spray down my brush with any sort of setting spray. This one I used was the Badescu Rose Water, and basically you want to pack that right onto the lid. Don't go above the crease area, just pack it into the lid. And what the water does is just gives it a nice, just like a sheen metallic-y look. This color is called Fantasy. It's like an iridescent, like bluish, purplish. It really comes out more bluish, and I just go ahead and pack that in the crease. And the same way you put the crease color, that is how you put this color right here. You just start off light and you just blend that into the crease. Next is this Modus Cosmetics glitter pot and glitter adhesive. You want to go ahead and apply that onto the inner corner until up about like the middle of your eyeball area, or your eyelid area I should say. And then you're going to take the glitter pot. It's very messy, so you want to make sure you take off the excess and just pack it wherever you want it, basically of course right where you put the glue. This glitter is so much fun, but it is so messy as well. I went ahead and added Sex and the City into my inner tear duct area just to kind of brighten things up a bit, and also Fantasy in my lower lash area. Here I used just any old white eye pencil to put into my waterline just to kind of brighten my eyes and make them look bigger. These little precision cute tips are like my savior. Usually I just really do this with it just to kind of create that sharp line. And here I'm using my favorite curling wand, which is, or is it curling wand? Yeah, it's curling wand from Tarte Cosmetics, and it really helps for the mascara to really just apply very easily. And I just love this mascara too. It's by Benefit and it's called They're Real. And you can't forget the lower lash as well. So typically I do this part before I do my lower lash line, but here I'm just taking my concealer that I'm using at the moment to highlight my under eye area. And this concealer is basically the MAC Pro Longwear in NC30. And of course, as you can see, I'm just blending it out with my ring finger very gently. That's a very sensitive area of your face. So I'm just blending it all out so it doesn't look crazy. And then I just set it with this neutral pressed foundation by Modus Cosmetics, as well as the rest of my face. I go ahead and set with this Revlon Photo Ready in medium foundation, and it just works just because on New Year's it typically is a longer night, so this allows for the makeup to just all stay in place as well. Contouring and bronzing is like my favorite part just because it chisels everything out and it just warms everything up. So basically I put it in the hollows of my cheek and kind of just in the perimeter of my face area, and of course the jawline as well. And I just make sure that I blend it out, and I even put some on my neck just to start blending the color of my face with my neck. It just adds so much warmth everywhere. I also apply a little bit on the sides of my nose just to kind of contour my nose a little bit as well. Next, I use this blush by BH Cosmetics. It doesn't have a particular name, but I just use this blush and I go ahead and apply it in the apples of my cheeks. And this brush right here is by e.l.f. It's just a regular stippling brush. It was like $1, and I use that to make sure everything is blended out, like especially like the bronzer and the blush. You don't want it to look harsh. Next, I use this LA Girl Glazed Lip Paint in the color Koi. This color is so beautiful, and it goes with the eyeshadow, or the eyeshadow that's in my crease, which I mistakenly said it looks bluish, but it's actually purplish. And this just goes so nice with that color. Of course, finally, you put on your earrings and you take your hair out of this tie. And what I like to do is literally fluff my hair out, part it in the middle. When all goes wrong, that's pretty much what I do. And I already have about, I think it's just like day 3 hair. My trusty friend is this Y2 comb. I just make sure that I fluff it out and make sure it's the right shape for me. And of course, if this doesn't work, if you want something different, what I also like to do is take that same hair tie and kind of have like a loose, messy, low ponytail, and it's curly, so it really doesn't have to be perfect. Whether you decide to go with the low pony or the hair all out, I think this is a perfect look for New Year's Eve or any night that you just want to look glamorous. Glitter really does that to you. This is actually one of the first times that I'm using full-blown glitter on this look, and I really thought it was so nice and so glitz and glam. Thank you beauties so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next year.